reaction to being pretty good on NCAA. Apparently,
much improvement from last year. Last year I played it and I shut the game off after I used myself a couple of times, so I'll take it.
Did they ever fix the issue of people being slow with transfer?
I mean, he's not on the game, so I guess somewhat.
Coach Lanning was mentioning how you seem to be assuming more of a leadership role. How have you taken upon yourself to be more of a leader this year?
Right, yeah, it's definitely been a point of improvement for me. Just being a more vocal leader amongst the young people in the tight end room, but also on the team. So just getting out of my comfort zone and sharing the experience that I do have with the others on the team.
With a lot of uncertainty at wide receiver, I know you played a decent amount of slot last year, but have you been getting some snaps out wide with the ends at all?
I'm sure that might be a point of something we do, but right now we have plenty of young guys, but also returning guys that are able to fill in those roles as well.
What was the vibe like with all of the pass catchers after the Evan news came out and kind of just knowing that you had to step up this year?
I mean, there's a lot of people that are able to step up, so it's not like one person has to take on the full load of what Evan does, but no, there's a lot of people that are able to still get in there and make plays.
But did you have conversations with those other guys like after he went down? It's like, okay, this is our time. What was that like?
I mean, we didn't necessarily have conversations, but we all kind of just there's that mindset of there's lost a great player, he's doing a great job in rehab and stuff, but like I said, there's people in the room that are able to make plays still.
Obviously, last year you were a bit overshadowed playing alongside Terrence and Patrick, but you then had some highlight moments in the Big Ten Championship.
Mm-hmm.
How has a season like that prepared you for this year when you are one of the leading tight ends in the room?
Right. Having both Terrence and Pat was a great opportunity for me to sit back and see what they've done and the amount I learned for them. So just now taking the reins from what they've given me and just letting it go.
It's no secret expectations are high for you going into the season. How do you deal with that? Do you use it as motivation, or do you just kind of try and quiet out all the outside noise and just do you?
A little bit of both, for sure. There's definitely a part of it you just got to push this side and do your thing. There's also I do need to perform to these certain levels to help the team out.
There's a lot of expectations for this offense, and yet
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of unknowns on this
Right.
offense as well. Like obviously, you're taking on more of a load this year.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterback, people don't know. There's more questions in terms of wide receivers, running backs. Just
Yeah.
what is that like, having such high expectations for this offense, but also knowing that there's still so many things to kind of develop over fall camp?
Right, so I think it's just about building the chemistry over this fall camp. But every year you can say the same thing. There's new pieces coming in from different areas and different things. So I think this fall camp's huge for us, finding our identity, because each year the identity changes from, how we're going to run the ball, how we're going to throw the ball. I mean, you said quarterbacks, receivers, all those pieces. So it's just about finding where each of those pieces are going to fit and then just rolling with it as the season goes on.
Right now, what do you think the identity of this offense is going to be?
Well, I mean, we're really fast, which is a plus. And, we have a lot of playmakers in just about every area, so it'll be really good.
You play an important role in blocking. How do you feel the offensive line is coming out? How do you feel bringing that together?
Right, I think we're going to do a really good job in the run game this year with the pieces that we've added from the O-line, from transfers to upcoming guys as well. And then, our tight ends do a great job as well. So I think the run game will be really solid.
Are you still able to hurdle guys in practice, or is everyone on the team wise to that?
There's definitely a kind of when I have the ball, maybe hit a little higher, but no, I still try.
Quarterback is different this year, whether it's Dante or Austin. How does that impact the offense for you? Don't go into detail, obviously you don't want to, but is the offense different this year than we saw last year? There are things you're putting in that you maybe couldn't last year.
Right. I mean, each quarterback does things different, good and bad. But no, both the quarterbacks, it's nice because I've had the opportunity to play with them for the last year or 2 years, and a lot of people have in the system. So whether it's Austin or Dante, they both do a great job of getting us in and out of plays, but also making plays on the field. So whoever it is, I'll be really comfortable with.
Last year, you were kind of obviously, we all knew who you were around here, but because of the tight ends above you in the pecking order, you were kind of an unknown and then kind of exploded onto the scene at that Big Ten championship game. Just what has it kind of been like to have that kind of meteoric rise from nobody really knowing you nationally until December, and all of a sudden everyone's talking about you?
It's great just to go to show the amount of work you put in and get a little bit from it, but it's just nice to have the exposure. It's really good to see.
Talk a bit about growing up in Idaho Falls. How does that compare to Eugene?
Idaho Falls to Eugene is actually a pretty similar comparison, I would say. Besides the college town aspect, pretty slow-paced places, a lot of outdoor things to do. I enjoy both.
last season, Coach Landon talked about how one of the big questions was, were you guys tough enough to be in the Big Ten? Now that you guys come in as the reigning Big Ten champs, the undefeated season, do you guys feel like you have sort of a target on your back now as you head into the season, and how has that sort of impacted the preparation heading into the year? Right,
I feel like being at a school like Oregon, you kind of always have that target on your back. But going in, we just take it week to week, and for sure, I think there is a expectation to do what we did last year again, and we have that expectation for us. There's a standard for us, and we're going to go attack it every day.
As great as last year was, obviously it kind of ended on a bit of a down note with the Rose Bowl. Did you think more about the frustrations of that, or do you use that more as fuel to motivate you, and for that matter, the rest of the team on taking things to another level this season?
Right, there's definitely both for that question. There's definitely a frustration when you think about it of, what we could have done in those things, but there's also a sense of, using it as the fuel to the fire coming into this year. I think it's important that transfers and guys coming into the program understand, how we felt and the work we put into that game and not getting the result we wanted. So just more of just using it as fuel to the fire.
Coach Lynn sort of mentioned at Media Day that game and sort of anything from last season doesn't really mean anything for this season and what this team's going to be. Do you guys share that same sentiment where you're sort of leaving the past in the past and focused on the season ahead?
Yeah, of course. Going in, you can't really have feelings or anything about last season because it's only going to hurt you. So, just keeping a short-term mindset and just like playing week to week and just being a new team.
Have you played with yourself on these days?
I actually haven't. I think I'm going to try it out tonight. We'll see how it goes.
That's some patience, right? There.
Yeah, I know. I've just been busy. But I'm going to try it out tonight. I'll see how it goes.
Okay, I can't wait to hear your review.
I know. I'm excited.
if it matches up to your expectations.
As long as I'm able to run without getting caught by a D lineman, I think I'm okay.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
How would you say chemistry's been in the locker room with a bunch of new faces coming in? What would you say the chemistry's been like, and how do you guys look to grow that heading into fall camp?
Yeah, I think the coaching staff here does a great job of recruiting similar players, similar mindsets. So chemistry-wise, I think we're doing a really good job, connection-wise as well, just doing off-the-field things and stuff like that. So in the locker room, we're all super close, and there's a good relationship and bond with each other.